All right, so going to do a quick walkthrough of this 2001 ZXI 1100. This is my second ZXI 1100. I had I've always been a fan of Kawasaki's. I had the 750 SS first, then I went to the 750 XI twin carb, and then I had another ZXI 1100 that had a lot more use on it, and then I sold that when I got the boat. And I didn't have a jet ski for a while, and I came across this jet ski. Okay, now this jet ski was purchased on a double trailer, and the gentleman bought this one and another one just like it, I believe a different color, for him and his wife and his kids to use. And the wife thought that the 1100 was too fast, so he wound up taking this one off the trailer and buying her either a 750 or a 900. So this jet ski sat in the garage on blocks for, I think it was 8 years, until 2015 when I purchased it, and I bought this trailer along with the jet ski. So I purchased the jet ski, and then I purchased the trailer and went and picked it up. The trailer is like the highest caravan model. You can see it's got these heavy aluminum side pieces, and it was the highest one they had. I think I paid $1,950 for the trailer. And so the jet ski was just in a condition I couldn't pass up on. I've always just loved these Kawasaki's and had a bunch of them. So I'll fire it up real quick here so you can hear it. Here it fires right up idle. Turn it off there. So you can see these gauges and everything. I mean, the condition of this thing was just unbelievable. It sat in the garage for so long. So I had the boat, but I picked this up, and at the time I had a house, and this was in the garage. I had a very large garage, and this was kind of tucked in the back. I sold the house last year, so this has just been sitting at my parents' house. So at this point, getting it together with the boat in the water is a pain, and so I'm putting it for sale. My son's 13, he wants to ride, and I'm not ready to have that fight or put him on an 1100 ZXI. The machine will do 74, 75 miles an hour, somewhere between 70 and 75. The other thing about this machine is that it was basically built on the ZXI 900 platform. So it's a two-person jet ski. Basically, you can kind of see how they extended the back just a little tiny bit, but it's basically like riding a 250 dirt bike in the water, because it's an 1100, but it's only 8.5 feet long. So this is a very small, very fast machine that rides very sporty. I mean, like I said, this thing rides like a 250 dirt bike in the water. You can see the condition of the seat. It's just sat in the garage for years. It's always been indoor stored. It's never been stored outside. You can see the hull and the condition that the hull is in. And I mean the trailer either. I mean, there's not one bit of pitting. Everything's all box aluminum too. It's not like thin, or it's very heavy duty trailer. The only galvanized piece is these sidewells, and they're rock solid. You can see there's no corrosion on the bolts. This stuff is all indoor stored since I bought it in 2015. Very good condition. You know, all the lights are like the seal-in type lights. I'll take a look at the connector here. You can see this connector, you know, no corrosion going on there. Plug right in and plug right up and work for you. With your safety chains, with the hooks, they're all in contact there and good to go. You can see the ratchet. Usually these ratchets, when they sit outside, you'll see rust building up in here and in here. So always indoor stored. We'll take a quick peek in here. You've got a bag with a sea anchor, and this is just, I usually just put my phone in there when I took it out. your whistle, and in here you got your fire extinguisher. So we'll take a look inside the machine. This is where it's also just unbelievably. Taking a look inside, I mean, you can just see, like, look at those clamps. Not one bit of corrosion on these parts down inside this machine. Just really, really good condition. This silvery paint on this box here is kind of flaking a little bit. But it's weird, like all the parts down inside the machine are not like that. You can see all these bolts, like no corrosion at all, like down in here. Man, I haven't even touched these bolts. And you can see the condition they're in, and just the wires, you know, you can tell when they've had water in them, the color of these things. You can only clean so much. But just a really nice machine. You can see no corrosion on these bolts. No corrosion on those bolts. All these seals are intact, sealing the computer case out from the bottom. Just, you got your air intake pipes here. So the machine is just in really good condition. We'll fire it up one more time here. It fires right up, idle. So you can see the lights. See the lights coming on? So none of the lights are coming on to indicate like it's low on oil or anything like that. Those indicator lights work. Speedometer here goes up to 70 miles an hour, and it goes over that. You can see the fuel level in there. The trim, you can hear. Trim down, trim all the way up. So the trim works, obviously. Get this here. Here's the key for it. You know, and you just turn this off. So, and then there's a reservoir here, so you run it in the on position. If you ever run out of fuel, then you just switch to off and then over to the reservoir, so you can get back to the launch. ZXI 1100 does drink a little fuel. It is oil injected, so you got your oil here. You put that in there, and then if it ever ran low, the oil light come on. Man, that would come on, I believe, with like a half quart left. So it's got the rear view mirrors, and that's about it. The good running machine, ready for the water. If you're interested, 518-377-4455.